If he was not a Beckham, he would not have shot this campaign. Let me tell you why. Brooklyn Beckham went from taking this picture of an elephant to this Burberry fragrance campaign. Is Brooklyn Beckham a good photographer, or is he getting these jobs because of his famous parents? Today, I'm gonna be revisiting this campaign that Brooklyn shot when he was 16 years old. Some photographers were pissed about this, saying that it was sheer nepotism and that Burberry only hired Brooklyn for his name and Instagram reach instead of his skill. At the time, Brooklyn had 9 million Instagram followers, so it's not crazy to think that Burberry saw this as an opportunity. Fashion photographer Chris Floyd said the decision devalues photography and undercuts the hard work and years of training that most professionals put in. Another photographer says that Brooklyn likely didn't do the lighting, camera setup, or editing, and that the whole environment was already set up for him, so all he had to do was just take the picture. But Burberry CEO Christopher Bailey said that Brooklyn's social media eye and youthful style fit the campaign's vibe, and that his Instagram following was part of the strategy. In other words, he had a lot of followers and they wanted them to all buy perfume. They chose him for a reason, and today we're going to be taking a look at these pictures. And as a photographer myself, I wanted to see, are these pictures actually good? Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. The first set of images from the campaign. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This one to the left is really great. I love it. The model is perfect for this. The toning, the gray, the color grading I like. It looks great. Now this one, I don't know what's going on here. The retouching, the first thing I noticed about this was just the retouching. It looks amateur, like it doesn't look like professional retouching. Look at over here is blurry, and then over here is blurry. They should have just kept with the natural look, like in this photo to the left. It's more natural. You don't see all this blurriness. They even kept the lines in his neck. Sometimes they'll just completely get rid of the lines. It looks like they took a round brush and lightened up her eyes in Photoshop, because that's a trick that I used to use back then when I was first learning to retouch and edit. That was a big thing. You would like lighten up the eyes, add eyelashes. I don't think it was Brooklyn Beckham doing that. Does he even use Photoshop? I don't know. Did he edit these pictures? How involved was he? I like the image on the right, but the retouching ruins it. To have one picture look natural and then the other one look blurry and smoothed out, it just doesn't match. It's very distracting. The first thing I noticed from this picture was the retouching on this model. Just over here, it's very messy. Let's go to the next set of images. Okay, so again, my eye goes straight to the retouching. Let me see. We zoom in here. You can tell they retouched all of this. Do you guys notice that? And over here, do you see how it's blurry? Do you guys see this area in particular, how blurry it is? They should have just kept these natural, really, just very light retouching. But again, we don't know who's responsible for that. Also, you can see that the catch light in her eye is much stronger in this one versus this. So it kind of throws me off. Like, look, when I zoom out, do you guys notice that? How this is stronger than the catch light here. As a photographer, that's just the thing that I noticed right away. Catch lights. Sometimes what I'll do is if the catch light is not matching in one eye, I'll just clone stamp it into the other eye. Like if there's a little light, I'll just stamp it in there just so it can match. When I zoom out completely, you can notice it more, right? Look at this eye versus this eye. I do like these images though, I will say. And it looks like a completely different quality from these. Like this picture looks very out of place. This one looks different than this sort of style. We have that side light. It's a great picture. They're great pictures. These two match more, I would say. They actually complement each other. The models did a great job. I love the styling. I think it's great. Yeah, I think these pictures are great. I love the side light in this picture especially. I think it works so well. Whoever set up these shots did a good job. Notice I said whoever set them up because I don't know. But I know it wasn't Brooklyn. You think Brooklyn Beckham is over there like, okay, I location scouted all this week and we chose this area? No. So it seems like these were paired up to be shot outside, more natural. These ones, it looks like they were in some kind of parking structure inside, more controlled light. It looks like they had a studio light or something overhead. You can see the catch light here. It shows that there was a light up above. And then if you zoom in on this model's eye, it was side light. So light on the side, which I love. I mean, the lighting was done great, but who set up the lights? I personally don't believe Brooklyn Beckham is setting up these lights. And I saw in the BTS that he's holding a camera with a trigger, meaning that they did use studio lighting. I don't know if he set that up. I don't believe that he did. I believe he showed up Everything was set up. Someone did light testing and was like, okay, we got the setup. Here's the camera. Take the best picture. And the model was already in position. That's personally what I think. I love the image on the left. I think it's one of the strongest ones. I love the toning. I love the light. It seems like it's overhead coming down on her. It's so beautiful. It looks like it's just very soft. It's natural looking. If I zoom in, you can see that there was a little bit of retouching done here. There's blurriness. If I zoom in here, you can see like these blemishes, they didn't even retouch out, which I find interesting that they left that. I mean, I don't mind. I think the image is beautiful, but just something to note, right? So that was left in. And then this was also left. See that little blemish right here? And then also under the sunglasses, you can see, it looks like they tried to smudge or smooth out the smile lines, but they didn't do it completely. I don't know if Brooklyn retouched these or tried to. From looking at the retouching on this image, it doesn't look like professional retouching, because professional retouchers are not gonna do this, like just blur it out like this. Or it looks like they just went with the soften brush and did that, and that's it. So did Brooklyn retouch these himself? Because this kind of points to it, just due to the fact that they left in so many spots here, this spot over here, on her chin, they left this entire area. They just softened it up. Is this the doing of Brooklyn Beckham? They also completely got rid of the lines on the neck here. They're completely smoothed out and blurred out. Brooklyn, was that you? I don't know. I really don't know. But I think it's okay in that picture because it looks very natural. Like the lighting was done very well in the left image. The right image, I actually really like. I love the lighting. I think it works so well. Whoever set up these lights, good job. I can't imagine Brooklyn Beckham, setting up the lights and bringing the sandbags and setting the power of the lights. I can't imagine that at all. I will say a lot of photographers, when shooting campaigns and editorials and celebrities, things like that, they hire people to do light setups because photographers are not going to have time to set up all the lights and do light testing. They're going to bring in people whose specialty is light design. They're going to show them a picture. I want to do something like this. The person who does lighting is going to be like, got it. They set up like a diagram and then show you where they're going to place the lights, and there's that. Would I be surprised to know that there's someone setting up the lights for this? Absolutely not. I would actually expect it for a Burberry campaign because they have to make sure that the lighting is going to be consistent and good in all of these. They're not just going to let Brooklyn come in and do whatever he's going to do. No, they have to make sure the lighting is going to fit with their aesthetic, with their branding. So it's not a bad thing that they had someone to set up the lights. It's actually expected for professional campaigns and editorials. Some photographers are very hands-on. They want to set up their lights. Others, they hire someone who they work with consistently that knows their style. They have them come on their shoots, and literally their job is to just set up the lights. And for each photo, they might have a different light setup, so they change it based on the shot, like their vision and what the brand's vision is. I think the weakest photo has to be this one. I think the strongest image has to be this one, maybe. I really love that. The styling, and now that I'm looking at it more, her hair is kind of like all over the place here. I would have just cleaned that up. Maybe they wanted it looking messy like that. The strongest set, I would say, is maybe this one, but I do like this set as well. The weakest set has to be just this picture. I don't think this fits. I think it's just the retouching it's kind of bad. It's pretty bad. For a campaign like this, for Burberry, yeah. I don't think a professional retoucher worked on this image. And if they did, I don't think that they would admit that they worked on this image. They'd be like, that was not me. One of the Spice Girls did that, not me. So this was one of the pictures that Burberry posted on their Instagram. It's a photo of this girl. And it says rooftop with Liv Mason Pearson for Burberry at Brooklyn Beckham for This Is Brit. This photo looks like someone with an 85mm lens. And they shot this at 1.2 when it was golden hour. This looks like something I could have taken in 2016, literally the same year as this, 2016. I was shooting with my 85mm f1.2 wide open. Lots of bokeh. That was the thing. We see some backlight here. Maybe a reflector was used to bounce back some light here. It's a pretty basic image though, I will say. I feel like I've seen so many photographers take pictures like this. I like the editing and the retouching. I think it's soft. It fits this photo. It's very natural. The style back then was a lot of bokeh, shooting wide open, a lot of portraits. There was so much hype for the 85 a few years back. I think there still is hype, but the 85mm lens The way I bought it, and I used it like 2 times because I'm like, okay, it's way too close. It was cool to have a lot of bokeh, and then I only used mine like 2 times. Just to get the 50, 1.4. The next photo, I think this one, it just feels like a photo you would see from just any photographer on Instagram. It could be anyone. This could be anyone's picture. But it's on the Burberry Instagram. I don't know if it's professional looking enough. We see this light over here. They could have taken this into Photoshop after the fact, taken a blue brush, round brush, put it on there, and then set it to lighten or screen. Pretty sure it was screen. And then just added that extra color here. I like that the editing is very natural. It looks like they just used a curves layer in Photoshop, like one adjustment layer. But it doesn't feel like a professional editorial or campaign image. It just feels like this photo could go viral on Tumblr. I just feel like this is too basic for Burberry. And then his shirt looking like this. Interesting direction. Where's the fragrance? Is this supposed to be a part of the fragrance campaign? I don't know. This shot is definitely stronger than this shot. This shot is very warm toned, whereas this shot is very cool toned. I don't know if that was done on purpose. I find that interesting, actually. I don't even think he noticed that. You think Brooklyn Beckham's like, I would like a warm toned and in contrast, a cool toned shot to kind of balance it. I don't think he's thinking about that. He's just like, okay, stand here. These photos match Burberry's aesthetic. It's not like Brooklyn Beckham went and was like, I have a vision. I'm gonna be doing these types of poses. I'm doing this type of angle. They're all straight on. They're portraits. It's what was expected for Burberry, right? It feels like Brooklyn was following a script to take these pictures. They're cropped in at the same place. Look at her forehead's cropped here. Same with this model. Same with this model. It matches their brand aesthetic. It matches what they expect in their photography. That's why I believe that there was a lot of setting up and scripting for these photos. Before we continue, today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for you to build your business and brand online. Whether you're just starting out, you want to manage a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful looking website, engage with your audience, and sell anything that you can think of. Squarespace has so many amazing features. You can create your own online store, whether you want to sell physical or digital products. Squarespace provides everything you need to manage your schedule, accept secure payments, send automatic reminders, and beautifully showcase your services and more. How you display your work is really important, and Squarespace makes it easy by having so many customizable features. With a click of a slider, you can change how large or small your photos are. You can add space in between each picture. I love how they have so many different options for you to display your work the way you want it to be seen. You can start a free trial by going to squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Jessica. Use my offer code Jessica for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. What's interesting is comparing these photos that he took. Again, right after he published this photo book, the pictures you see in the photo book, I don't see anything. Look at, I just pulled up a random page. These are the photos he's taking in this photo book versus the quality right here. And then you might be thinking, okay, well, he had a production, he had professional lighting. A good photographer will be consistent no matter how much gear they have or don't have. I'm gonna pick another page. Wait, this one of his mom, Posh Spice, completely blurry. I'm just saying, where's the quality in the Burberry pictures? Where's that here in any of these pictures in this photo book? I'm gonna go to one more page. A selfie he took, completely blurry. The point I'm trying to make is that this photo book, the quality and the pictures he's taking in this book are very different from these pictures he took for this campaign, which leads me to believe the pictures in his book represent more of his actual photography skill, just the beginner photographer. And the Burberry Brit campaign, remember, he had a team of people. It seems like this was more of a PR move. Good or bad, they knew that hiring a 16-year-old Nepo baby is going to stir up some kind of reaction from the public. And they were successful because everyone was talking about these images, you know, and they don't think that he's deserving of taking these pictures because he has no talent and he has no experience. What was his experience in taking these pictures? Literally taking these was his experience. He's like, oh, this is my first time. Yeah, how do you turn this camera on? Let's think about this positively. If you take better pictures than this, then you're already halfway there. You gotta do the other half of it, which is, you know, your dad being famous. If your dad's not famous, your mom. And if your mom is not famous either, I don't know what to tell you guys. How should I know? Be hopeful, have dreams, but not too big of dreams because there are enough Nepo babies out there to fulfill those dreams. If he was not a Beckham, he would not have shot this campaign. Let me tell you why. Because he's 16, he has no experience. I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned this, but he had no portfolio. I don't think I've seen any of his work before this campaign. Okay, he posted Instagram pictures, but I'm talking about actual professional photographs. I don't believe he had any, okay? His photography book was published after this campaign. The people at Burberry did not even see these pictures. Because if they did, would they still have hired him? A mirror selfie pops up.
How quaint.
Would Burberry still hire Brooklyn after they saw this book? Yes, they would. They would be like, wow, this picture of the elephant, incredible to see, but so hard to see also because it's underexposed. What do you guys think? Did Brooklyn have enough talent to do this campaign? Did the pictures come out good? I want to know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.